Hi there everyone, I'm Dan Murphy and today I'm going to show you how to build an app in 5 minutes using absolutely no code whatsoever. Let's get into it. We are going to be using the tool Cursor. Cursor AI is a relatively new tool on the market. Essentially it is an AI development suite and it uses the Claude 3.7 Sonnet Anthropic framework, and essentially it's prompt engineering. You give it a prompt, it goes off and builds your application based on whatever prompt you give it. It is absolutely amazing. So today I'm going to build an application. I'm going to build Tetris. Okay, let's build a Tetris game using Python. Go. And off it goes. Now if you watch the right hand side of the screen here, it's going to tell you exactly what it does. I've created a new folder and just pointed the folder directly at that folder, and it goes off and does everything for me. So here we say, set up the project folder structure, create the requirements file, create the README file. It does documentation as well, which is absolutely fantastic. And then it's going to create the main game. I do have most of the Python prerequisites already installed machine, because Python will be my main programming language, but it can deal with any kind of language you throw at it. It can also deal with things like Terraform and JSON and HTML and slightly more obscure things than the main core programming languages. You will have to accept. You can turn that feature off somewhere. I just haven't found where. Yeah, so while it's running through that, it's going to start building the application for me. I'll take you through a few bits. Cursor is owned by Anywhere Software, and there's 3 tiers to it. There is the free tier, which I'm currently using, and you get 50 slow premium requests. What basically a slow request is, it basically means that if the network is busy, it's going to take fast requests over what your slow request would be. So sometimes you do get throttled, sometimes it say it's waiting or it's slower. I am using the Claude 3.7 Sonnet. You can use just the base one, which is also fantastic then as well. And will get you sort of 99% of the way there, but if you want to use the latest and greatest on the free tier, sometimes you will hit some traffic and you will get limited a bit. The pro tier then as well, you can see as there steps up, gets your more fast premium requests per month then as well. I would recommend that if you're a software developer and you're using this on quite a heavy basis. And then the step above that is essentially the business tier or the enterprise tier. I know that Anywhere Software don't do any discounts. Essentially it's a flat rate no matter if you're buying 10,000 licenses or 10 licenses, not there. So it is quite clear and transparent from their point of view, that their structure then as well and what they're charging for you. Let's jump back in. How are we getting on? Okay, game consists of 2 classes, Tetromic and Tetris Game. How to run the game, install the same. Okay. Did I miss a step? Let me just go back up and check. Oh yeah, install loads first here. So it's created directories, requirements. Oh, it's got the Python game. I need to accept that file. It's got the README. You need to accept the README. It will update your documentation as you go along, and your requirements, and then yes, excellent. Now let's create the README file. It creates the README, and now let's create the main Tetris game, and it's done all of that. And listed all the features. There's 7. So yes, you're going to need these characters in your keyboard to move your pieces around, and the rotation, the movement, like you would expect a Tetris game. Your controls, spacebar, PQ, excellent. Technical requirements, game management, piece movement, excellent. Okay, how to run the game, apply that. You can also see down here at the bottom what it's doing and when it's doing it, and you need to apply that down as well. Now let's navigate to the folder. I believe it's documents, Python projects, and Python new project. New Python project, Tetris. And we run that. Let's see what happens. Oh my god, here we go. We have a Python game. Oh. I didn't even set a timer up on this, just to show you how insanely fast that was. But yeah, you can see within a couple of seconds there, we're already playing Tetris. Perfect. Just to tell you some more features about cursor, AI powered code generator. It's also really good at interpreting other code. So if you have a previous application that you built and you point that directory at you point cursor at that directory, it can interrogate that code for you. You can then ask it to make changes to that application or to that code, and it will do that for you then as well. It will interpret what's already there. And anytime it does that, it also updates the documentation of the README files for it, which is a fantastic little feature. You can also just point it at sort of GitHub repositories as well. It doesn't all have to be low code, or it doesn't have to be sourced locally. And I'm about to, yep, game over. Press R to restart. Absolutely fantastic. You've seen how ludicrously quick that was to build and create. And it can build some really complicated applications for you as well. If you want to take this a step further, you could then ask it, okay, I want to host this on AWS. Let's do it. And it will give you step-by-step instructions as to how to host it onto AWS, so what service to use, and the application code to use then as well. If oh, it's actually already starting to build it for me then as well. So yes, accept that. A couple more things it needs for as well. So yeah, that's how you build an application using absolutely no code within 5 minutes. I'm going to drop a few links in the description of this video then as well. Because this used prompt engineering, there's a couple of really good books I would recommend reading first before you sort of look into all this. It sort of help you how to structure your prompts and that there. You've seen how quickly it was, but they really helped me along the way. I've been Dan Murphy, and this is Talk Tech to Me. Thank you, and goodbye.